Okay, so here's Thom Racine. We're going into his special hockey room here, and look at this. It's a hidden door to hide.
Everybody loves this.
Hide his treasures. Okay, so we'll go on. He's turning the lights on, and look at this. I want Dad to see this. Check this out, Dad. Look at the puck collection. Look at the pucks. Unfreaking believable. Look at this.
3,334 as of today.
3,334. Now, Thom, I want to ask you this. Is there one in particular that you, I mean, there's so many here. Is there one that kind of stands out?
Yeah, there's a couple. This one over here. This is...
let's go see.
From the Guelph Biltmore Mad Hatters. It's one of the first crested pucks from the late 50s, early 60s. It's kind of neat. It's old. This is older than I am, I think. And then there's a couple NHL ones that I have, but there's several. I mean, that tower in the center, there isn't a biscuit in there that's worth less than $50, roughly. Wow. On average. So, like, that's kind of like my sacred tower.
And I know people know that you collect them, and you've had people actually send you pucks and kind of get them in the mail. Here, I found these.
Yeah, I've had many guys just drop off bags. They've been either in the garage or in the basement, you know, and there's always a gem or two in the bags.
I'm just wondering, just looking at the way that they're mounted up here. Is this your own idea, or did you get this somewhere else?
It's a puck collecting buddy of mine in Albany, New York. Made these for his basement, but he upgraded to oak cabinetry. And he told me, what am I going to, he asked me, what am I going to do with these things? They used to be 8x4 sheets of plywood. And I said, well, I'd take them, but I have nowhere to get them here. And about a week or two after that, wouldn't you know it, someone from here was going down there with a truck. Threw them on the back of the truck. I got them here, didn't really have any room for 8x4 sheets of plywood, so I cut them. And so it made 4 great display boards on either side.
Beautiful, beautiful. Look at the pucks up here. How many you get?
3,334.
Many of these seen gameplay, do you know?
Actually, quite a few. Yeah. The best part about puck collecting is the fact that every logo on a puck describes a team, and if you look at the edge of the puck, you can date that puck, and then all you got to do now with the internet, you just go and punch in that team, and you can literally find players who played for the team.
Well, it's interesting because I look up here, and you know, look at the teams that no longer exist. So you have the Hartford Whalers, the Colorado Rockies.
That's a rare one.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. That probably who's the goalie who played for Cherry? Was it Hardy Astrom?
Hardy Astrom.
Hardy Astrom, yeah. What did Cherry say about him? He said Hardy Astrom standing in the middle of the road one day, and a truck came down, went right through his legs. Yeah, that's right. But you know, you see all those ones. I mean, all the Minnesota North Stars. You see them. It's unbelievable.
There's Sheila.
There's my wife.
Karen wanted you to know that the number of pucks are on the other side of this board.
Oh.
Actually, you'll get a kick out of that.
3,334. Unbelievable.
Tim Hortons counter recycled.
Okay, now I want to ask you a little bit about these masks. Where do you get masks? I mean, those are pretty sweet. I mean, that's really. Okay.
My brother played pro for 15, 16 years, and
beautiful.
That one there is from Finland. The first one is actually this is a really nice one. This is the one he wore when he played for the Maple Leafs in St. John's, the farm club.
Yeah.
And it's Newfoundland. There's the entrance to the harbor at St. John's.
Yeah.
And so you've got the lighthouse on one side, and then Signal Hill, the first radio message. What was it, Marconi?
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. But no, Bruce played a long time, and because he traveled and only lived out of suitcases and apartments, he brought a lot of stuff here. He lives in St. Louis now, but he says, just leave it there, and one day he'll come and take it all back.
I see here, you've got these black and white photos. That's pretty special, too.
Yeah, that's Game 7. Henderson's probably the nicest of the 3 game winners that he got in 72 was in Game 7. And then, of course, Game 8.
And people forget that he was like the man. 3 game winners in that series in 8 games. Unbelievable.
The last 3 games.
Unbelievable. Now, the boards. You've actually got boards in here. Where'd you get these?
Well, I made the top rail and the kickboard boards on the bottom actually come from the arena in town, the complex, when they changed.
Yeah.
They were throwing all the stuff out, so I just happened to be driving by one day and saw it piled up by the garbage can, so I took as much as I could. And I had an idea that one day I would do this, and so I stored it, and then that's where it comes from. And then I just built them. I watched them when they built this house. I watched them frame it, and
I see a name down here, and this is rather timely because it wasn't very long. Was that Bob Probert?
Yeah, that's Bob Probert. He was here for about 3 hours. He was like just like a little kid when he was here. He loved it in here. He actually came back twice. Yeah. So
yeah. He just dropped by your house, didn't he?
Just dropped by to sign the boards. He found out I wanted him to sign something, and I wrote a story about it. It's pretty good. I've had a lot of comments on the day he was here, and it is kind of a sad thing that happened to him.
It wasn't very long ago either. I mean, it was only within the last couple of years he dropped by. Let's go down here just to see what else you got. Look, all the hockey sticks.
Yeah, if I don't know if you're CFL fans in Sarnia, but I'm sure you are. But,
whose shirt is that up there? It says Racine on the back of it.
That's my dad's.
Yeah, Mo Racine, played in the CFL. There he is right there with the Ottawa Rough Riders. You can see him.
17 years, and so this is all stuff I collected as a kid. Yeah. For the most part.
Really? So you've had this a long time?
Yeah, I've had this stuff for a long time, and I mean, this is my dad's game-worn 1960 Grey Cup sweater.
Sweet.
And this is his game-worn 1973. That's the jersey there.
Jeez.
So, and the one from 68 and my sister has, and the one from 66 I have, and they lost to Saskatchewan in that one, but that's your 66 Grey Cup sweater there, so it's
kind of weather beaten.
Yeah, well, you can see back in those days, you can see they didn't change them.
Yeah.
They sewed them.
Yeah.
They got ripped.
Isn't that something,
yeah,
eh?
It's neat, eh?
Jeez. I remember this. I remember this poster over here, the Hockey Cannon. I think I had that poster at one time.
Well, 72 fuels a lot of the passion I have for the game. I absolutely think that, you can argue what 72 was, but I think it defines us as a nation when hockey is concerned. And whether you like the way we won or not, the unity of the whole thing that brought this country together back then, and to have lived it as a 12-year-old kid, and then understand it as you get older. I mean, heck, we had our road hockey games for the next 3 or 4 years. We sang both the Russian and Canadian national anthem.
That's how I know the Soviet Union's national anthem from the 72 Summit Series, and I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Stuff from the Forum in Montreal right there.
Yeah, the seat actually comes from the Forum.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. How did you get your hands on this?
Well, my dad asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I told him the year that the Forum closed, I said I'd love a seat, and it was 96 or I think it was 96, and so I'd love to get a seat, and he said okay, and I gave him the information on how to get the seat, and in June of 1996, I think it was, this big box arrived, Purolator or UPS. And there was a card in it. And it was happy birthday 1996, 97, 98, 99.
Sweet.
So, yeah, so he got me the chair.
Now, you've had a lot of people come in here. There's a lot of autographs on the wall, and you said people sign as they come in, hockey players that have come around, eh?
I kind of have like
Dark Carpenter, I see him down there.
Dark Carpenter, Ryan Vandenbush, Dale Howardchuk was here, Probert, Crowder. I missed Bobby Hull. Mark Crawford was here. Bobby Hull was supposed to come, and he got busy signing autographs at another function and stayed an hour or two longer than he was supposed to, and next thing you know, I got chopped, but that would have been kind of neat to have him here.
Yeah. I know a couple of years ago, Hockey Night in Canada, didn't they do something about people who have collections? Yeah. And you got featured on there a little bit, didn't you?
They came for 3 hours for a minute, and I think it was 40 seconds of video. But it was great. It was on Hockey Day in Canada. They featured it. Every February they have Hockey Day, and they did a little segment right from here. It was pretty neat.
I'm wondering, is there a record for the most pucks?
Well, if there is, I'm miles away from it.
You think so?
Oh yeah, I know a couple fellas in Toronto that have close to 8,000 to 10,000. So,
maybe you think you want to fit in.
But those are guys that are. I mean, I can get a little bit crazy, but these guys are. They're the gurus. And one of them's written a book.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, but you got a lot of pucks here.
I got a lot.
A little collection. You got a lot of these collections. I noticed that you go around. I remember. I'm going to ask you about this because I used to have. It's like poker chips.
Yeah.
Do you have those?
Poker chips?
Yeah.
Right behind me.
Oh, okay.
There they are.
I used to have like a little carousel for the poker chips.
I don't have the carousel, but the carousel basically was a poker chip carousel that was adapted for these, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Because the shields were what you put these in. Now these are from '61, and this is a really neat piece because it's a piece of Canadiana, really, what I call
the original 6.
Yeah, it's the original 6, and it's some great players, Howe and Hull and Bellevaux. They're all on there.
Yeah.
And then if
here's my guy right here.
Is that
Davey Keon.
Davey Keon.
He's my guy right there. That was my favorite player when I was younger.
The things I like to do is I got this picture.
Yeah.
And I mean it's just a moment frozen in time from any hockey game, but on the back of it there was a date, and I ended up researching it and found out that you can't really see it on it, but this is a game from 1964, and I found the summary, and Montreal won 2-1, and the interesting thing about it is that McCourt wearing number 4. It wasn't too long after that another guy came along and wore number 4.
Ah, very good point. Absolutely.
That's the thing about the picture.
What's with the mini?
That's my brother's when he played in Pittsburgh. They won their first Stanley Cup in 1990, and Bruce was a member of that team. And that's the Prince of Wales trophy for winning the conference. And then every player gets.
And he has them here at your house. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I expect him to come and take those one day. But
wow, it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to turn the camera off just so I can poke around, but just remarkable. You know, somewhere in my dad's house, I got a hockey puck for you. I keep telling you about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes. What is it? Get off the track. Here comes.
Clear
the track. I got a Toronto Maple Leaf hockey puck from 1974. He was at a Dairy Queen and he signed it, and I'm sure that's worth a fortune.
I'm sure it is. There's another one too for Shaq that he did. It was a donut. It wasn't the Tim Hortons ones, but he was involved with a donut company, and they had pucks on it with Eddie Shack's signature.
Yeah.
I think I have one of those around here.
Yeah. Now, the pucks. So it is basically what they're worth. I mean, a puck's worth a couple of bucks.
Well,
anything special that you can?
Well, yeah. It's like I was saying, like in here, John, there isn't anything in here that I would let go for
less
than
$50. Right.
The WHA ones. I mean.
Oh yeah.
You know, WHA. I love the WHA. There's about 300 pucks in the complete WHA collection, which I don't have, but you know, the Nordiques puck and the Sharks puck are both in the area of $75 to $100.
Wow.
Probably the most expensive puck in here that I have is this one. And it comes from the Quebec League's Plattsburgh Pioneers, who played 11 games back in the early 90s. They were horrible. The team closed up operations, and they've been wiped from the record books of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. And so any memorabilia you get from the Plattsburgh Pioneers is huge, and that puck's worth about $150.
Where'd you get it?
I got it from a guy in California.
In California?
Guy in California.
Yeah.
Big puck collector down in California. And
unbelievable.
Yeah, so that's probably one of the most expensive ones I have. I've seen some go for $200, $300, $400, and $500. The original Spalding pucks from the 30s, they're $300, $400 pucks. So
wow,
they have the baseball on them, the Spalding baseball, but it's the hockey puck. So
unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you.